lot of red
secrets about the way people live and things you can do to, there'll be a medical column, some little philosophy, coming events people can go to and attend, like a convention of amateur gynecologists on a raft off Newark, stuff like that. We're adding a column called Crazy Hot Flashes, which is news, late-breaking news, printed 2 months in advance, right? And the Poetry Corner. We're trying to get a little culture into the magazine for a change, highbrow shit. You can't use that word. Highbrow stuff.
Do you see the audience as being any different than your predecessor?
The audience is very different from my predecessor. My predecessor is dumb.
Buying the book.
Yeah, right. My predecessor was dumb. The audience is smart. No. I don't know.
We try to aim the book at a different audience than the previous.
No, if anything, what we're going to try and do is expand the audience a little bit. I don't think Marv ever really had a coherent idea of who the audience was, and I don't think I did either. I had done writing for the book before this, and we were just sort of playing it by ear. But we had sort of assumed that our audience ended age-wise about where the Lampoon's audience began, which is about 16, 17 years old. I think now we're going to be trying to get an older audience to read the book, in addition to the people who are already reading the book, all three of them. We've got one 7-year-old, one 9-year-old, and one 16-year-old. We're going to try and get an 18-year-old to read the book now.
What makes you think you're qualified to do a humor magazine?
I'm in therapy. Have been for the past year and a half, and it's shown no results at all. That's my major qualification. No, are you serious? Are you asking seriously?
Well, I'm not asking you in particular. What would make anybody?
Oh, what would make anybody qualified to be the editor of the humor magazine? I have no sense of humor.
Not threatening,
I have
What are you doing?
Right. Turn off the tape recorder a minute. I want to think about that.
I can't watch it.
Oh, all right. Yeah. No, I mean that is though a really difficult question. What qualifies somebody to? First of all, it helps if people have laughed at things you have said before. I used to do a lot of humor stuff in high school. I did a humor magazine back then that was fairly well received and was getting some publicity throughout the entire city of St. Louis at the time. And I was voted funniest boy of 1965 in my high school class. And actually,
we grew up to become undertakers.
Yeah, or comic book writers who write about blood and death all the time.
Or Larry Darvin.
And that's what, yeah. In fact, being a humor editor and humor writer and humor performer at one time, I thought, before I realized I was too ugly to go on television,
that's what Marty Feldman said.
Yeah, that's really what I wanted to do. The comics were a thing I had always been interested in, but my main interest was in television and film and broadcasting up until I got involved in the comics and have stayed with them for 3 years now. But the humorous direction was always more the place I was headed anyway. Even with the comics, I spent a lot of time just breaking conventions wherever I could find them. That's not gathering, not comic book conventions. Well, comic book conventions is conventions of the media is what I'm talking about. Howard the Duck and that sort of stuff. My inclination has always been to either extreme tragedy or extreme humor, and I'm not, sometimes I don't think I'm very good at anything in between. That's a serious answer. There's no such thing, I think, as a qualification, a set of qualifications, that would enable somebody to edit a humor book.
Well, Someone sat around with it and said, Steve, now who can we get to do this? They said, well, let Steve do it. He's dumb enough. No one else will take it.
That's basically what happened. That's basically what happened. You know, they had been considering one other person to do it who also works in the humor field and also is doing another humor publication for Marvel. And it was decided, I think, primarily on the basis of Marv's recommendation and the fact that I was here in New York, that I would be the one doing the book. It was a question of who can we get to do this, you know, and nobody else around here seemed very likely. And I really, that's true. That's absolutely true. My pay reflects it. So I don't know. There isn't a set of qualifications. I mean, if somebody thinks he's funny, if somebody thinks he's got a sense of humor, then I imagine he's as qualified as anybody else to edit a humor book. And the readers are the ones who ultimately decided whether, you know, in terms of whether they think the book is funny or not.
Do you hold these questions regularly?
No, Chris is interviewing. Chris.
Oh,
Scott is interviewing me.
My God.
I'm sorry.
You
Great,
put
such creative endeavors at this moment in time.
Oh, shut up. Now, there's a man who doesn't think I'm funny. he thinks I have no sense of humor at all. Right?
He's not going to say anything while the paper's put in. He snuck all those words in.
No, really. Ask him if he thinks I'm qualified to edit a humor movie.
Don, do you think Steve is qualified to edit a humor movie?
Let me say, I do think that Steve is qualified to edit a magazine called Crazy.
That's what I told him. He asked my qualifications before. I told him I'd been in therapy for a year and a half.
And what does that show?
That's what I meant. It hasn't. No results are visible at all. So that was my major qualification.
I'm not really picking on Steve's been picking on me. I said this is television.
He's only angry because we leave room for the pictures. We better get off this. Ask me something else. What else are we adding to the book? We are Lee Mars's Crazy Ladies feature, which is a thing I really like. A new feature that Marv actually instituted in the book. Is going to be expanded to 2 pages in the future.